Personal Profile Analysis Test, PPA, is a personality profiling test used by employers to assess candidates' fit for a particular job. The PPA assessment test results come as a behavioral profile based on 24 self-assessment questions. While the test is officially untimed, it should be answered at around 10 to 15 minutes. If you take longer than 15 minutes, it will return inconclusive results and rate the test as invalid. So, stick to the 10 minutes time frame. The scoring method for the PPA test is based on the DISC model of 4 fundamental personality traits used to produce your profile: dominance, influence, steadiness, and compliance. One of the main challenges of this PPA assessment is that all questions are forced choice. You need to select one personality trait at the top row, which most describes you, and one at the bottom row which least describes you. The unique structure of the PPA assessment and the way the test results are analyzed pose 2 challenges that separate the PPA test from other personality tests. You need to recognize which word relates to which factor. And even more important, the answers you do not choose are as important as those you do. Your aim is to create a solid, comprehensive profile across all 24 PPA test questions. To best reflect the traits required for the job you have applied for, the position requirements, and to align yourself with the company's vision. All options are positive, so you will have to sacrifice some traits, namely, choose traits in which you admit you are not as good. On the PPA test, the art of selecting the right statements for most and least throughout the entire test, based on the specific job you have applied for, is what will get you the passing score. In a nutshell, the PPA test aims to assess not only your deliberate work persona, the version of you that you are interested in presenting to any potential employer, but it draws the conclusion on the answers that you didn't select. The test returns detailed and accurate results to give employers an insight into how a candidate might fit with their company and whether they are the person most suited to the job. In this example, I will show you how I approached this test for a managerial position and my reasoning behind it. I have included all 24 questions, and, after each question, you will find what does it mean most like me and least like me. Before we continue, I hope you find this video valuable, informative, and enjoyable. Now, I have a small favor to ask. If you liked what you saw and found value in this content, please consider giving it a thumbs up, sharing it with your friends and colleagues, leaving a comment to let me know your thoughts, and subscribing to my channel for more videos like this in the future. Your support means the world to me and helps me create more quality content. So, if you could take a moment to engage with this video, it would be greatly appreciated. Understanding the most like me and least like me questions. The adjectives you do not choose as most like me offer valuable insights into the traits you may perceive as less aligned with your preferred style. While these choices are not indicative of weaknesses, they shed light on the aspects that may not resonate strongly with your work approach. It's crucial to reflect on why you see yourself as least like those particular traits and understand how they may impact your performance in the workplace. Best approach to answering PPA questions. Be authentic. Stay true to yourself and choose adjectives that genuinely reflect your natural tendencies and behaviors. Trying to manipulate your responses to fit a certain profile can lead to an inaccurate representation of your personality. Consider job requirements. Keep the job you have applied for in mind while answering the questions. Consider the traits and qualities that would be most valuable and relevant to excel in that particular role. Context matters. Pay attention to the context provided in the questions. Consider how your preferred traits and least preferred traits would manifest in the given scenarios and the impact they might have on your interactions and work style. The 3 profiles from the PPA test. The PPA test generates 3 profiles that provide valuable insights into your personality and work approach. Work Mask Profile. This profile represents the qualities you want others to see in you. It reflects the traits you select as most like me and represents the version of yourself you present to the world. Behavior Under Pressure Profile. The traits you do not choose as most like me form this profile. It reveals the qualities you believe you possess to a lesser extent or may not prioritize in certain situations. Combined profile. The difference between your work mask profile and your behavior under pressure profile creates the combined profile. This profile represents how others perceive you in the workplace and provides a holistic view of your personality. Connecting test questions to the job applied for. The PPA test is a powerful tool for employers to assess candidates' compatibility with a specific job role. By understanding the traits and qualities required for the job you have applied for, you can strategically select the most relevant adjectives as most likely to showcase your compatibility and strengths. This alignment between the test questions and the job requirements increases your chances of making a positive impression and being considered a suitable candidate. The PPA test offers a valuable opportunity to gain insights into your personality, work approach, and how others perceive you. By understanding the significance of the most like me and least like me questions, identifying the meaning behind the choices, and approaching the test with authenticity and job relevance in mind, you can effectively showcase your strengths and compatibility with the desired job position. Embrace the power of self-awareness and utilize the PPA test as a valuable tool in your career journey. When it comes to answering the personal profile analysis (PPA) questions, understanding the meaning behind the choices is crucial. This allows you to accurately reflect your personality traits and present yourself authentically. Here are some strategies to help you decipher the meaning behind the choices and approach PPA questions effectively. Reflect on your natural tendencies. Take a moment to reflect on your natural inclinations and behaviors. Consider how you typically approach situations, interact with others, and handle challenges. This self-awareness will guide you in selecting the choices that truly align with your personality. Context is key. Pay close attention to the context provided in the PPA questions. Consider the specific scenario or work environment being described. How would you naturally respond in that situation? Focus on choosing the adjectives that accurately reflect your typical behaviors and preferences within that context. Consider your work style and preferences. Think about your preferred work style and the traits that contribute to your success. What qualities do you value in yourself and others? Consider how these traits relate to the job you are applying for. Select choices that highlight the qualities that align with the desired role and demonstrate your compatibility. Avoid overthinking or manipulating responses. One of the key aspects of the PPA test is authenticity. Avoid overthinking or trying to manipulate your responses to fit a certain profile or meet specific expectations. Trust your instincts and choose the adjectives that genuinely reflect who you are as an individual. Be mindful of job requirements. Keep the requirements and expectations of the job you are applying for in mind. Consider the traits and qualities that are essential for success in that particular role. Aim to select choices that showcase your alignment with those requirements, while still staying true to your authentic self. Prioritize self-awareness. The PPA test is an opportunity to gain insights into your own personality and work approach. Embrace this chance to deepen your self-awareness and understand how your traits and behaviors may impact your professional interactions. Use this knowledge to enhance your personal and professional growth. The key is to provide genuine responses that accurately reflect your personality and work style. By deciphering the meaning behind the choices and approaching the questions with authenticity and job relevance in mind, you can effectively showcase your strengths and present yourself in the best possible light. Please remember, the meaning interpretation behind these choices is based on my knowledge, my own research, and interpretation based on available psychology articles, and can vary based on individual interpretations and context. It is important you conduct your research as well and reflect on how these traits align with your personality and work preferences to make the most accurate selections during the PPA assessment. The key is to provide responses that genuinely reflect your unique strengths, qualities, and preferred work style. It's important to remember that these interpretations are specific to the context of the PPA assessment and should be considered within the overall framework of personality evaluation. Each adjective reflects a particular aspect of behavior and personality that contributes to the understanding of an individual's profile. The secret behind successful PPA assessment lies in adjective practice. Create a list of adjectives. Research the meaning of each in the most like me and the least like me explanation, and how each pertains to your personality and your work style. Please note that individual interpretations may vary, and it's essential to consider the specific job requirements and context when completing the PPA assessment. For an example, assertive. Most like me, confident, self-assured, proactive in expressing opinions and ideas. Least like me, less inclined to assert oneself, may prefer a more collaborative or compromising approach. Analytical. Most like me, detail-oriented, logical, enjoys critical thinking and problem-solving. Least like me, more inclined towards big-picture thinking, may prefer making decisions based on intuition or broad analysis. Supportive. Most like me, empathetic, helpful, enjoys assisting others and creating a supportive environment. Least like me, more focused on individual goals and priorities, may prioritize self-reliance over supporting others. Decisive. Most like me, quick to make decisions, comfortable taking charge and providing clear direction. Least like me, prefers to gather more information before making decisions, may seek input from others before taking action. Flexible. Most like me, adaptable, open to change, comfortable with ambiguity and adjusting plans as needed. Least like me, prefers stability and structure, may be more resistant to change or prefer established routines. Enthusiastic. Most like me, energetic, passionate, optimistic, and excited about new opportunities and challenges. Least like me, more reserved in expressing emotions, may have a calmer or more measured demeanor. Methodical. Most like me, organized, systematic, follows processes and procedures meticulously. Least like me, more inclined towards flexibility and creativity, may prefer a less structured or more intuitive approach. Diplomatic. Most like me, skilled at managing conflicts, tactful in communication, seeks win-win solutions. Least like me, more direct in communication, may prioritize efficiency over extensive diplomacy. Innovative. Most like me, creative, forward-thinking, generates new ideas and embraces unconventional approaches. Least like me, more inclined towards traditional methods and proven practices, may prefer stability over constant change. Collaborative. Most like me, thrives in team environments, values cooperation and consensus building. Least like me, more independent in work style, may prefer autonomy and individual contributions.